we saw the various peculiar scenarios that may arise in the process of issue of shares. We saw that these 7 scenarios may be calls in arrears, calls in advance, oversubscription or undersubscription, issue of shares at a premium or at a discount, and issue of shares for consideration other than cash. Within this, now let us discuss the scenario where oversubscription happens when a company offers shares for subscription. In practical situations, the shares subscribed for by the applicants is never equal to the shares offered for subscription. There is always an undersubscription or an oversubscription that happens. When the applications received in response to the prospectus issued are more than the number of shares issued to the public in the prospectus, then such a situation is called oversubscription. In simple words, the number of shares for which applications are received is more than the number of shares offered for application. In such a situation, the company cannot allot shares to all the applicants since the company can only issue so much shares how much they have actually offered to the public for subscription. When an oversubscription happens, the directors of the company have 3 options. They can either accept some applications and totally reject the remaining ones, or they can make a pro rata allotment to all applicants, or they can make a combination of these 2 alternatives, that is, make a pro rata allotment to a majority of the applicants and reject only a few applications. When an oversubscription happens, the company has to make appropriate accounting for the alternatives that they choose to follow while allotting the shares to the applicants. Of this, let us first discuss the accounting treatment in the first alternative, that is, accepting some applications in full and totally rejecting the others. When the directors choose to accept some applications in full and totally reject the others, then the accounts opened or affected are bank account, share application account, share capital account, and share allotment account. Let us now look at the journal entries passed, and after each journal entry, let us also understand why a particular account is debited or credited and the effect of such journal entry in the books of the company. First and foremost, money is received on application from the applicants in response to the prospectus issued by the company. Here, we pass the same entry which we have seen before, that is passed at the application stage. So, we debit the bank account with the actual total money received on application. The corresponding credit is given to the share application account, which is open to account for the money received on application. The bank account is debited since company receives the money, and share application account is credited to account the money received on application, which will finally be transferred to the credit of the share capital account once the shares are allotted. Once the application money is received, some applications are accepted and the additional applications are totally rejected. In such a case, the amount of accepted applications has to be transferred to the share capital account, and the amount of the rejected applications has to be refunded back to the applicants. A single entry is passed to account for a part of the total applications that are accepted and transferred to the share capital, and the other part being rejected and transferred to the bank account for refunding. This is done by debiting the share application account with the total amount received on application. One corresponding credit is given to the share capital account with the value of the accepted number of applications that is being transferred to the share capital account. Another credit is given to the bank account with the value of the applications being rejected and being refunded to the applicants. The share application account is debited in order to transfer the balance in the share application account to the share capital account, thereby signifying the acceptance of applications, or to the bank account, thereby signifying rejection of applications. Also, this debit offsets the credit balance in the share application account and the share application account gets closed. The share capital account is credited with the value of the accepted applications, which signifies the acceptance and the transfer to the share capital account. The bank account is credited with the value of the rejected applications, thereby signifying the refund of the rejected applications. Since a credit in the bank account means that money is going out of the company. Once the shares are allotted, the allotment money becomes due. For recording the amount that is due on allotment, the entry passed is by debiting the share allotment account and crediting the share capital account with the value of the amount due on allotment, that is, number of applications accepted multiplied by the allotment amount per share. The share allotment account is debited to account for the allotment money due and posted to the credit of share capital. This debit balance will be offset when the money due will be received. When the allotment money that is due is received from the shareholders, then such receipt is recorded by debiting the bank account with the actual total amount received on allotment. The corresponding credit is given to the share allotment account, which records the transactions in relation to the share allotment. The bank account is debited since company receives the money, and share allotment account is credited to account for the money received on share allotment, which has already been posted to the credit of share capital when it had become due. So, the share allotment account carried a debit balance, which is now nullified to the extent of the credit given when the allotment money is received. Now that we discussed the first alternative, let us discuss the second alternative now, that is available to the directors of the company while allotting shares in a situation of oversubscription. The second alternative is where pro rata allotment is made to all the applicants. The accounts opened or affected while recording the entries in relation to making a pro rata allotment are the bank account, the share application account, share capital account, and share allotment account. Let us now discuss the journal entries that are passed when a company makes pro rata allotment to the applicants of the shares. First and foremost, money is received on application from the applicants, as we saw in the previous alternative as well. Here, we debit the bank account with the actual total money received on application, and the corresponding credit is given to the share application account to account for the money received on application. The bank account is debited since company receives the money, and share application account is credited to account the money received on application, which has to be finally transferred to the credit of the share capital account once the shares are allotted to the applicants. Now, out of the excess money received on application, the company makes a pro rata allotment of shares. In the share application account, the amount that is reflected is up and above the value of shares offered for subscription. So, the value of application on the number of shares that is offered for subscription is transferred to the share capital account. Beyond this amount, the additional amount in the share application account is transferred to the share allotment account and adjusted against the allotment money, which becomes due next. This is passed by way of a single entry where share application account is debited with the total amount received on application, and one credit is given to the share capital account with the amount of shares allotted, which is actual number of shares offered by the company for subscription. Another credit is given to the share allotment account with the amount that is adjusted to the share allotment account from the share application account. With this adjustment, the share application account is closed. If there is any further amount left in the share application account after adjustment towards the share allotment, then it is further adjusted with the share calls account. The share application account is debited since the balance in the share application account has to be transferred either to the share capital or to the allotment or calls, and the account should be closed. Share capital is credited to signify the shares allotted to the applicants, and the share allotment account is credited to account for the adjustment of the excess in the share application account towards the share allotment money. Once the shares are allotted, then the allotment money becomes due. This is accounted for by debiting the share allotment account with the total value of shares allotted. That is, number of shares allotted multiplied by the amount of allotment per share. The corresponding credit is given to the share capital account. The share allotment account is debited to record the amount due on allotment of shares and posted to the credit of share capital account, since once the shares are allotted, they form a part of the share capital. Once the allotment money becomes due, the shareholders start to pay up the allotment money. When the company receives the allotment money, the same is accounted for by debiting the bank account for the balance amount that is received towards the allotment money after adjusting the excess of the share application account against the share allotment account. The corresponding credit is given to the share allotment account to account for the receipt of money towards allotment. Bank account is debited since the company is receiving the money. The share allotment account is credited since money is received towards share allotment, and giving a credit to the share allotment offsets the debit balance that was created in the share allotment at the time when such allotment money had become due, to the extent of which money is now received. We saw the two alternatives that a company can adopt while issuing shares in a situation of oversubscription. However, a company can also choose to adopt a combination of the two alternatives and issue some shares on pro rata basis as well as reject certain applications. While accounting for a situation where a company allots shares on pro rata basis for a portion of shares as well as rejects certain applications, the accounts that are opened or affected are the bank account, share application account, share capital account, and share allotment account. So we can see that it's all the same accounts that are affected in all the three alternatives. Now, let us see the journal entries which will be passed using these accounts while accounting for a scenario where the company issues some shares on pro rata basis and rejects some applications. As we saw in the first two alternatives, when the company first receives the application money in an oversubscribed manner, then the receipt of such money is accounted by debiting the bank account with the amount of the actual total money received, and the corresponding credit is given to the share application account, which is created to account for the money received on share application. The bank account is debited since company receives the money, and the share application account is credited to account the money received on application, which has to be finally transferred to the credit of the share capital account when the shares are allotted to the applicants. In the third alternative, as we saw, out of the total money received on share application, for a portion of the received applications, the company does a pro rata allotment and the other portion of the applications is rejected. So, out of the balance in the share application account, a certain amount is transferred to the share capital to signify the acceptance of such applications and allotment of shares. A certain amount is transferred to the share allotment account to signify the excess in the share application account due to pro rata allotment being adjusted with the share allotment account. And finally, one certain amount is credited to the bank account to signify the applications being rejected and hence refunded. All this is accounted by debiting the share application account with the total application money received. One credit is given to the share capital account with the net application money that is transferred to the share capital account from the share application account. Another credit is given to the share allotment account with that amount which, due to pro rata allotment, is being adjusted with the share allotment account. That is, the additional money received from certain shareholders, rather than being refunded, is allotted on a pro rata basis, and the excess money received is adjusted against the allotment money that will be due from them. And finally, a third credit is given to the bank account with the amount on the rejected applications that is being refunded to the applicants. The share application account is debited in order to transfer the balance from such account to either share capital or to share allotment or to bank account for refund. The share capital is credited with the application money for the number of shares allotted, as once allotted, such money becomes a part of the share capital. The share allotment is credited with the excess that remains in the share application due to pro rata allotment made. At such time, such excess is removed from the share application and transferred to the share allotment, as such excess now belongs to the share allotment account. The bank account is credited since money is going out of the company. Next, the two entries are the same as we saw in the previous two alternatives. That is, allotment money becomes due, and finally the allotment money is also received. So, once the shares are allotted, then we know that the allotment money becomes due. This is accounted by debiting the share allotment account with the total value of the shares allotted, that is, number of shares allotted multiplied by the amount of allotment per share. The corresponding credit is given to the share capital account. The share allotment account is debited to record the amount due on allotment of shares and post it to the credit of share capital account, since once the shares are allotted, they form a part of the share capital. Once the allotment money becomes due, the shareholders start to pay up the allotment money. When the company receives the allotment money, the same is accounted for by debiting the bank account for the balance amount that is received towards the allotment money after adjusting the excess of the share application account against the share allotment account. The corresponding credit is given to the share allotment account to account the receipt of money towards share allotment. Bank account is debited since the company is receiving money. The share allotment account is credited since money is received towards share allotment, and giving a credit to the share allotment offsets the debit balance that was created in the share allotment account at the time when such allotment money had become due.